or not. Got some more millions that keep me a knot. I created history, it made me a lot. He tried to diss me and end it on Fox. We call him Chauncey.
Well, to the locals, it's still and will always be Heinz Field. But for the rest of us, we're along the North Shore of the Allegheny and Ohio Rivers at Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Today, a fun matchup in store between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Ball is teed up. Chris Boswell to do the honors. And we're underway from Pittsburgh. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
20. Regular.
Baker now off the play fake. And the connection not quite there yet on his opening throw of the game. Great defensive effort to reject that one. So that brings up 2nd down.
I don't think there's any question about it. You can see right from the jump here, the point of emphasis with this coaching staff. Be active with your hands, not just one guy. All these guys are flying around and so actively, aggressively looking for that impact play.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Baker. That's completed right side. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. It's a 21-yard gain. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down.
The number's pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Irving on the counter. And he manages to find a little traction on that search field as he fights forward for a couple. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Baker now from the gun. Catch made left side by Abuka. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
A gain of 14. And the Buccaneer first down.
Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10. Running right, it's Irving. And he manages to find a little traction on that search field as he fights forward for a couple. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake, here's Mayfield. And they score. It's a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive.
There are a couple different ways now. You can win on the fly route. You can just run right by somebody, or you can use that big body, try to win a one-on-one matchup. Whatever way you go about it, this is the type of upside this route can provide.
McLaughlin tacks on the extra point. And the Buccaneers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flight. Calvin Austin on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's first and 10. Drive begins with a run by Johnson. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6.
Ready? 60 Eagle, 60 Eagle. Panther 60, Dragon 60.
They're throwing it. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
Check it out. 19, Tiger, 19.
Johnson gets it on first and 10. Has some daylight through the 40. And he's out of bounds. What a play for them, but will it stick? Oh, we got a flag down. You don't get too many plays of that size in a game, and that flag takes away one of them. First and 10, ball set up at the 48.
60 Maverick. Here we go, here we go. 60 Bison.
Takes the handoff, now to throw. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
No luck on first down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go now.
Now give to Johnson, coming right. Works this back towards the middle, Brock, and that thought worked out. Winds up with a gain of 8.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Third and a lone yard coming up. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Will is caught. He's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed. Enough to keep this drive moving.
set of downs for him at the 38. From the gun, jumps in. And he's able to stay on his feet through that run, at least until the tackle stops. He picked up close to 4. Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
It's really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast. But he was patient. He was explosive. He got a nice little gain on the ground.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second.
Cowboy 80.
Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
Go! 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Go!
They'll throw it. They'll throw the screen to Johnson. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. That's a pickup of 9. And it'll bring up a Pittsburgh first down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Warriors 17.
Go play action on first down. Caught just shy of the goal line. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage. Sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Ready, set.
They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's 1st and goal. From the red zone now. The back grabs it. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers finish up their opening drive. Well, no hesitations to start this one out, Brock. These guys came out slinging it. Seems like that's going to be what their offense leans on throughout this game.
Yep, don't see really any reason to get away from it as long as the results keep coming. The second drive, I think we'll all be watching that one. Will they mix in a little bit more run? Will they have to mix in more run, or could they continue to just shred this defense through the air?
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Has this at the 6. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Bucks to the line. 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. This is caught by Trey Palmer. And he will take this down near the opposing 35-yard line. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
Down inside the 40 now with a first down following that last play. Left side, cut by Ridley. And he gets down to the 24 before he stops. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
First down, Buccaneers.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
Hey, alert 33. Watch out.
Mayfield now from the gun. Catch made by Bucky Irving. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it first and goal.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. More from Acrisure Stadium after the break. Ready to go with our second quarter. Buccaneers with the ball and a chance to score.
Run, run, run. Hey, alert 33. What's up?
Working inside the red zone. Bails out of the pocket quick. That hit affected that throw, and it sails out of bounds, incomplete.
I love the mobility here. Starts great, escapes pressure, get out of harm's way. You just wish if you're the offense here, you could have found a completion to keep in rhythm.
So after the incomplete pass, here's second and goal. Mayfield to throw again. Gets it to him on the screen.
Making that throw in double coverage to a running back, I don't want to live off of that, and I'm certainly not going to count on it. So give some credit to the effort it took to make that catch, a whole bunch of bodies around him.
Anticipating the pass, defense out there in dime. It's third and goal.
Up, up. 180. Hey, alert, 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 alert. Watch, watch.
Once more, it's Mayfield. And it's incomplete on third and goal. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And now it's decision time on fourth and goal. Chase McLaughlin now to try the Buccaneers field goal. Pretty automatic look for him from the left. The kick by McLaughlin is good. And that's going to break our tie and give him a 3-point advantage.
What a season this guy has had. Yet to miss on a field goal this entire year. And I really hope I didn't just jinx him.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, first and 10.
Hey, hey, Cowboy 80.
They get to Johnson to start this drive. And in a blink, they are out to midfield before somebody manages to stop it. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
First down, and they go right back to it. Went in full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Buffalo 18. 70 Lions. Mustang 19. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Let's go.
He's going to throw this one. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. Lays out for this one. Oh, what a catch! It's a huge pickup on the play. And that will set up first and goal.
Look at the touch he put on that throw down the field. That was a masterpiece. He was the artist behind it, laying it in the perfect spot to create the big play.
Four downs now to get in. Here's first and goal.
Trap 60, trap 60. Get it. Pound to 60. Get it.
In the red zone on first. And he has the catch. Gets both feet in. That's a touchdown. The Steelers take a second quarter lead. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Here's a return from the 7. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
They've got first down from the 31. They give to Irving to stop his drive. And he'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Throw here, third down. Ridley makes the grab downfield. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. It's a 30-yard gain, Brock, so unsurprisingly, that gives him a first down.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
Throw caught at the 6. Give him 32 on that play. And that gives them first and goal.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were, and the QB just nailed it.
Breaking the huddle, here's first and goal. They'll try and punch it in. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. Second and goal coming up. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you can put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Going the wrong way. It's second and goal now, back at the 12. Here's Mayfield. And defenders arriving in support to finish him off at the line.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet. This is kind of good on good. An offense gets a completion, not going backwards, And the defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a minimal gain.
Anticipating the pass, defense out there in dime. It's 3rd and goal. Here he goes, 3rd and long. It's the 2-minute warning now from Acrisure. And it's the Buccaneers facing 4th and long. Chase McLaughlin now to try the Buccaneers field goal. He's hit once already. This is a short one, inside of 30 yards. The kick by McLaughlin is good. And that cuts the lead back down to a lone point.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Things trim back down to a single-point Brock as they send this off and away. Dante Kent with a return. And he gets it up beyond the 20, but boy, did they plant him a few inches into the ground at the end of that run. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Johnson. And he's able to stay on his feet through that run, at least until the tackle stops him. He picked up close to 4. 1st down play, that's at 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
That's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground. You can throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5.
Here we go, set. Crackle 80.
Looking to throw here. Finds him over the middle. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's a Steelers' 1st down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum to keep that defense on its heels.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Back to pass on 1st and 10. Toward the sideline, and he's got Metcalf. He's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. 2nd down.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Second and 6 coming up here. Now an inside give to Johnson. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Not able to get away from the big Vita Vea. The Steelers calling their 1st timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4.
60 bucks. Come on, set. Coogan, Warriors, 17. Come 19, come 19. 19 right. Let's go.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and an incomplete.
On fourth down, the Steelers are going to turn to Cameron Johnston to punt this away. And he drives this one into the pouring rain. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return.
At their own 14-yard line.
First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. First and 10. Baker out of the pistol. Ooh, almost a throw that cost him. Defender had it in his hands. He dropped it. It's incomplete. Second down coming up.
Okay, we've seen this running back pretty busy here early on in the passing game, and not just with checkdowns. You can tell this is going to be part of the game plan, and I don't think one incompletion here to him is going to deter that effort.
Almost a very quick drive, but the drop kick gives him new life. This is second down.
Alert, alert! Alert, alert! 180! Hey, alert, alert! Real.
Man in motion, headed right. Throwing again is Baker. Taking a shot deep here. He's got it deep downfield. And in, touchdown Tampa Bay. The Buccaneers take the lead just before halftime. Calvin Ridley with the touchdown. That score was less about the throw, although it was good, partner, but it was more about getting it to somebody who knew exactly what to do with it.
Okay, it's a good thing the touchdown shows up on both their stat sheets, because sometimes, well, it's quarterback who delivers, and sometimes it's the effort after the catch that really makes the magic happen.
Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Following that timeout, they're lining up. They're going to try to come up with 2 points.
The Bucs will set up for
The play fake. Here's Mayfield. Headed out right. And he reaches the end zone, so they'll be up to a 7-point lead. Well, that right there was a beautiful bit of short field artistry, partner, netting them a couple more points following the touchdown.
I love that word, artistry, because that's what you are as a quarterback, right? You have got to sometimes create a picture when there is none there. And this QB, more than capable of doing it, that just so infuses everyone around you with so much confidence, because it didn't have to be perfect. He could scramble and still find a way to create one heck of a beautiful painting.
at their own 16-yard line.
They've got blackjack on the clock. Not a ton of time to use before halftime.
Let's go.
Looks like they'll play it safe with a run to the outside. And he stopped quickly here. 2 yards on the play. We've got 2nd and 8. The Steelers use their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
Here we go, Shaq. Liking 18.
Throwing now off the play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Tampa spends its 2nd timeout now. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. And let that pass rush get home.
Will this drive continue? Here comes third down.
Unlock Lion. Unlock Lock. Go.
Well, last play didn't work out too well. Looks like they're going ground game now. He got close, but not to the marker. They gave up 9. Fourth down coming up. We get a timeout. 8 seconds remaining before halftime. Cameron Johnston on the punt. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. All right, so they're only going to have enough time for one more snap here before we reach halftime.
32-yard line.
All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime.
King. 180.
He's back to throw. Completed over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. On the return, here comes Austin. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Austin on the return. The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Okay, ready?
All right, Steelers to the line now. First and 10.
Let's go now.
Second half starts off with a run by Johnson. And he's able to stay on his feet through that run, at least until the tackle stops. He picked up close to 4. Even 5 on that carry, bringing up second and 5.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second.
Come on. Set. Bronco at 19. Tiger. 19. Tiger. Let's go.
Here's Johnson again. He's going to be just one step away from that first down. They haul him down near the 31.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you can win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
Third down, 1 yard to go.
Jackson. Get up. Cowboy 80. Dragon 60.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Look at that Carroll, deep left side. And they really went for it on 3rd down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down.
This defense, they had a plan. And they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Punt meets him at the 28. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down.
First and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you've got to count on those being efficient and effective.
Real. 180.
2nd down, Mayfield to pass. Completed to his running back. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
180. Alert.
On 3rd and 2, here's Mayfield. That's the 1st down, and he's still going. Escapes the defender, and they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. They got 24 yards on the play, and that's good enough for a Tampa 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Run. Set. 20. Watch out.
Baker throwing again. Here's a deep shot towards the end zone. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
You know what that route is called, right, Kate? OTB. Over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out. You've got to find a completion right there.
Ball still on that 34-yard line, 2nd and 10.
180. Regular. Hey, alert. Watch out.
Sticking in the air, here's Mayfield. Pass is caught at the 9. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2, and that sets up 1st and goal.
You throw it in the middle of the field, it's all about anticipation and accuracy. I mean, those are the two keys all the time in my book, Kate. But when you throw it in the middle of the field with all of the traffic, that's where guys with great anticipation and that tremendous accuracy come to life.
Just need 2 more yards that they couldn't get on that last play. Here's 1st and goal.
Good check. Watch out.
Irving. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
They're lining up on the doorstep. 2nd and goal from inside the 1.
Ready.
And he gets in. Touchdown. The Buccaneers push their lead further to start the half. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
McLaughlin's extra point is up and good. And the Buccaneers double their lead to 14.
Steelers 14. Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. On the return, here comes Austin. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Now we'll get a stoppage for an injured player. They're headed out to check on an injured Steeler.
27-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Warren. And he manages to find a little traction on that search field as he fights forward for a couple. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
This offense has now left some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down. After that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
You want to see more, but you want to see Saul. Life just slows you down. Your body is acting up. Your mind is out of bounds. It's telling you back it up. You check about those memories that's happening overseas.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
Liking 18. Hut, hut.
They'll go again with Warren. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And it'll bring up a Pittsburgh 1st down.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short 3rd down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
New set of downs for him at the 38.
19 tight. 19 tight. Ready, ready. 60 average. Panther 60. Panther 60. Buffalo 18. Ready.
To throw here on 1st down. Metcalf working that right side. He works it forward to the 43-yard line. Yaya Diaby brings him down.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down.
Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Ready.
Pass play now. And it looks great flying through the air rush, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and throwing lanes, Kate, they're not open very long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be thrown off.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down.
Let's go now.
Setting up to throw. Pressure's there, and the Bucs got him. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down. The Steelers set to punt it. It'll be Cameron Johnston doing the honors. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return.
At their own 27-yard line.
Tampa Bay bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. To the right, pulled in by Palmer. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs. And that right there is about the best you can hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
That's complete right side. And he's going to be hit, sent out after about a gain of 1, maybe 2 yards there.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Baker now from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock. It is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
Third down. Here's Mayfield. Big trouble now, and the ball is out. And they scoop it up. Time to push the line. And from where that fumble came, zero chance they were going to turn a profit on that play, right? But at least they did get it back. Well, they scrambled back on top of the fumble. They lose a ton, though, and now they've got fourth down coming up.
Yeah, recovering it really only brought you one more play. With how much they lost on that play, well, here come the special teams. And now they got to be special.
Through midfield. And he's finally stopped across midfield at the 47.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On the set.
All right, Steelers to the line now. First and 10.
Check that. Let's go.
Jumps in up the middle. And he'll stay upright through this lane, but not through that hit. After about a 1-yard gain. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8. This is the end of the third quarter. It's Steelers football. A nice help for them as they trail entering the quarter. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
Here we go, set. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Hurt.
Back now, pressure coming. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
79, come on, set. 18 Cardinal. Take up.
3rd and long for him here. This one's caught. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
They're going to go for it here, trailing in the 4th. Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're first. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Down in the 4th, offense staying out there for this.
Ready? Come
Desperation time here. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced. Brock had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
Well, I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the fourth. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. Run begins with a run by Irving. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on. Brock add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number one is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Gave away a couple on the first down run. Now it's going to be 2nd and 12. Mayfield now from the gun. And he's tackled for no gain.
We give a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact, and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
Digging deep in the playbook here, and this is 3rd and 11. They'll throw, 3rd and long. That one's cut along the left sideline. And this play's nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. Give him 32 on the play. And that's good for a Buccaneer 1st down. So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. Shotgun handoff to Irving. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Right back to Irving now. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mocked up too.
I know these D-ends love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
180!
To the air on 3rd and long. Hits his running back. Great job rallying to the football. They get him down right at the marker. 4th down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
On 4th down, the Buccaneers trying to put 3 on the board with Chase McLaughlin from the left hash, 34 yards away. The kick by McLaughlin is good, and that makes this a 3-score game.
I think you can call this one, okay? This field goal makes it a 3-score game, and even the most improbable comeback attempts are going to have a hard time erasing that type of deficit here in the final quarter.
McLaughlin has it on the teeth, and he's ready to send this flying. Kent on the return. Things going well so far. And a great run back has the offense just a touch shy in midfield to start this drive.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Field position as the Steelers come up to it. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Go.
They'll start on the ground here with Warren. And he's able to stay on his feet through that run, at least until the tackle stops him. He picked up close to 4. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
19 Lions.
They'll work against the blitz. Throw is caught. He's still going at the 30. He gets loose down the right side. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers get it back to within 2 possessions. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. One after open, good from Boswell. And the Steelers cut the lead down to 10.
31. Steelers 21.
That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. This one's going to bounce into the end zone and will end as a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Offense to the line. Trips left. Here comes 1st and 10. Blown back gets the handoff. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good enough for a Tampa 1st down.
Run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
On the give, this is Irving. And he's going to have this up and across midfield, partner, to the 48. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
Now, don't think for a second they're going to slow down the tempo. Defense on their heels. And right now is the best chance to push that envelope and get aggressive.
They'll run here on 1st down. And he's going to be bottled up right at the line as we reach the 2-minute warning. So after the 2-minute warning, another stoppage here. The defense has called a time. 1:55 to go. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
Back to the line they come, 2nd down. They're going to pass it here. Dump off, caught by his back. Runs inside the 35. And he has this all the way down to the 29-yard line. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
Got to be pretty good actor. Got to be pretty good at selling to that defense. That's a drop back pass. When you get a big play on a screen like that, boy, it's choreography by everybody on that offense.
All set now. 1st and 10.
Set. 180. What's up?
Plowing up the middle. And he manages to find a little traction on that search field as he fights forward for a couple. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its second timeout. And they'll have just one left to burn now.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Straight ahead, it's Irving. Now he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain. The Steelers use their 3rd and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here.
Real. 180! Pistol.
Throw here, 3rd down. That's caught for the first. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Point it right.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Caught just shy of the goal line. And not quite a touchdown, but he's down to the 4 before going out.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's 2nd and goal.
Come on.
And they keep him out of the end zone. Can't even get beyond the line. Touchdown denied.
Well, you haven't given up the goal line yet, but this offense is moving closer and closer. Now might be the time defensively to get a little more aggressive, try to stick them with the loss, and make a difficult 4th down decision.
Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal. Mayfield thrown out of the pistol. Dumps it off to his running back. And that's a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. Well, that one might not sit so well with everybody down on the field. Heck, maybe some of his own guys, too. But he had a chance at a touchdown as time expired, Brock, and it was just too much for him to resist.
Yeah, it probably will ruffle some of the older school feathers down on the sidelines. But for a lot of the guys coming into this league each year, they're used to it. If there's time left, if you're trying to score, you're going to want to eat, no matter what the game situation is, and they used every last second available.
So it's a win for the visiting Buccaneers. And we know how rain can wreak havoc at any moment on a football field, but